chalkboard to a green screen now. When this pandemic started, resourcefulness of teachers has been tested to produce quality video teaching to support learning at home. The limitation of the pandemic has also opened a vast field of opportunities to discover or unearth the hidden talents of teachers. The script needs to be actualized by a host teacher who delivers the lesson plan for least mastered science competencies on their laptops or TV screen, showcasing laboratory equipment and a series of steps to achieve a particular science method. Science teacher Maryful actualizes the lesson plan for the production team to record and treat the video appropriate for the learners learning at home to supplement science teaching in a modular modality. This one-of-a-kind teacher's story of extending one's skills only proves that the teacher should have good communication skills in order to put into life the science lesson plans in a new normal.
Bali, Sir Rex, dili na nanta. Amo na ni, ang sobrang natin mo.
So, ako na yung ginamit para sa natin, no? With Ma'am Maryful, ang coach teacher. So, sige, hindi na kita. Hindi si Ma'am Maryful.
Hindi, nagitawagan mo naman to.
Ha?
Nagitawagan mo na?
Oo, ito.
Ate, sige, yung na ako, Mr. Remind ka.
Okay.
Ma'am Mare?
Ready na? Ay!
Ano naman siya? Tawag ko natin.
Ay, ano na lang actually, nag-prepare ako sa ako myself.
Kami tayo ako na siya. Aking script mo, ako ginamit na rin yung...
Ako
Yung
practicean ko sa
Sige.
Sige na,
mga pronunciation, and diction and all.
Sige, ako na.
Hopefully, smooth lang yan. Ito ka okay. Sige sir, check me sir kung okay na ako sa
Ito tumak yung mga gawat.
Okay.
Tayo hang natin nga...
Buhok.
Okay. Mga baby hair ka na gagawa ko. That's better.
Okay.
Sige.
Ali, okay lang.
Ma'am Shai, padalang-dalang kami, Ma'am Shai. Okay. Nice. Para hindi mahalata. Nagabasa ko siya. Okay.
Okay, sige.
Okay na, makon nga, no? Framing ta. Okay
Alright,
na.
all set.
Okay.
Lights, camera, action!
Good day mga kasiyensya. This is Miss Maryful Pabiona, your science teacher. Welcome to another segment of Edu TV, a learning initiative of CDB 608 Secondary Group, kung saan ang siyensya ay pinaikli, pinadali, at pinasaya. Dali lang ng kasas.
Cut. So, maliwanag kita na.
Oh, sorry, Git.
Ito lagi ng atom niya, kinatake na video.
Okay. Operate ka man.
Hindi ka, okay na yung buton. Yung picture, hindi ka po. So, let's move on.
Okay, diwa.
Another take, ma.
Okay, ikaw ha? Okay, nice.
Ready? First, scene, lights, camera, action!
Good day mga kasiyensya. This is Miss Maryful Pabiona, your science teacher. Welcome to another segment of Edu TV, kung saan ang siyensya ay pinaikli, pinadali, at pinasaya. Tara na mga kasiyensya! Before we start, let us all pause for a while for a short prayer.
Okay. So, perfect na to. So, isugpo na lang natin ang video ang gindownload ko sa YouTube. Ito lang kita
Yes, so, nakabol ka na,
Oo,
nakakita ka
okay na to.
na.
So, wala kita problema.
So, we're done with the prayer.
I-revise ko pa galing ang after.
May nag-revise ka?
Oo, may nag-revise. Pero okay naman ang basic naman. After na pwede na tayo yung
Isa naman ka word.
Oo.
Okay.
So, daan mo lang.
Oo.
Sige.
So, ano ma-continue? Ma-continue for today?
Ito na.
Okay, sige.
Para naman taas.
I am Maryful Pabiona and I am the host teacher. And as a host teacher, my role is to deliver the lesson to the learners. Other than the strategy itself, the engagement of the learners towards the subject also depends on me. And
So I have to prepare myself. I have to prepare physically. I have to be prepared physically, mentally, emotionally, and probably for all aspects of life. I really have to prepare because if I will not be prepared, chances are it will take time for us shooting the video. So one of the preparations that I do is that I really have to practice the script over and over again. I have to study the script with the scriptwriter. I'm studying the script with a videographer, and then I practice the way I pronounce the words. I practice the diction and even the gestures. So basically, I cannot just use gesture not any random moment. I have to be meticulous enough where I'm going to use such gesture, and of course, as a host teacher, I have to be somebody who is capable of connecting to the learners, despite the fact that we are not in the same setting. That even just I am on the other side of the screen, they are still engaged in the process. They are still focusing their attention to me. As for the challenges, I think I have experienced reshooting the video for several times, and if I'm not mistaken, it took us around 10 times reshooting that line itself because I cannot really master it. And so actually that line is very long. So what we did is just we cut the lines, we made it simpler, or we divided it into several sentences so that I can deliver it smoothly and without forgetting any part of it. So another challenge is there will be times when we're going to be out, or we're going to stop the recording because of the fact that there are some unnecessary noises coming from the outside. Like for example, a motorcycle passing by, teachers who are laughing, who are not aware that we're recording, and there will be some cases where there are dogs barking, birds chirping, things like that. Because what we have at school is only a makeshift studio. We don't have a soundproof studio. So it's really a problem that needs to be considered by the whole production team. And of course, another challenge is to really memorize the script. It's quite challenging because from the very beginning up to the end, you have to memorize or at least familiarize the script. If you fail to memorize it, definitely it would be taking so long, the reshooting the video over and over again.
As a trend of a learning delivery mode in the new normal, designing lesson plans incorporates how science concept will be shown right at the homes of the learners. With this, the integration of the printed modules and the video teaching must be complementary. This connects what is independently learned by high school learners and what is being presented by the host teacher through the video teaching.
If you're to ask me what are my advices to my fellow host teacher, just enjoy the moment. Just live the moment. It's just natural that during the shooting we feel nervous. It's just natural that we have fears and we have reservations. But you have to be mindful that at the end of the day, when you are done with the production itself, it's really worth it. It's really fulfilling on your part. And as a host teacher, you just have to prepare yourself. You just have to make sure that the moment you step in the studio, you are now ready and all the rest of the team is ready for you. And of course, as a host teacher, before I forget, it's actually a very good avenue to improve your public speaking skills, your communication skills. It hones you actually, and for doing the role for several times, you'll notice that you have been transformed into a different individual. Now ready to face whatever speaking engagement. You are now ready to face your students are now ready to talk whenever, wherever. And so far, these are some of the things that I love and I have learned from being a host teacher.
Teacher Maryful is one of the science educators who places the craft of teaching in the heart of implementing distance learning at the high school level in the Philippine basic education system. Recognizing her role in facilitating learning in the new normal, Teacher Maryful's articulation and concrete commitment through teaching through creating science video clearly crosses the border that bridges learning difficulties in understanding science concept to a visually appealing, learner-centered, and appropriate video content in the new normal. Hashtag EduAksyon Ngayon. The new normal teaching and learning process may be overwhelming in its initial stages, but with the dedication, commitment, and creativity of teachers, it has reached far-flung communities for learners to understand their lesson anytime, anywhere. Hashtag EduAksyon Ngayon facilitates our journey to the experience of high school teacher on video teaching and showcases their stories as the practitioner on the field. At this meantime, our social media correspondent, Teacher Nulla, would like to have some announcements.